here it is. I am excited for this. I want the rebuttal of a lifetime here because there's been shit going on on the internet for years now. Now it's the Shane twins' time to have their comeback, hit their finish, and win this fucking match right here. Okay. There is a dark match at OVW that Al Snow and Jim Cornette have spoke about. I want you guys to have the chance to have this rebuttal. And this is how it was laid out. I listened to a clip from Jim Cornette's podcast today. This is how he laid out what went on. There was a spot that was organized for the match. I hope I get this correct. I think I'm right. One of you were to grab one of the baby faces. The other's going to be coming at him for a clothesline. It's like that old kind of spot we've seen, over the years. The baby face ducks, and you're supposed to clothesline your tag team partner. But on this occasion, apparently, as the babyface ducks, the tag team partner also ducks. So the clothesline is missed on both. And you both kind of turned and looked at each other, realizing no contact had been made. And a few seconds later, a phantom bump has been taken. And he apparently went ballistic on the commentary table or something. Afterward, he spoke to you guys and had a word with you guys asking, how long have you been in the damn business, blah, blah, blah. And then apparently he called John Laurinaitis and said that he was banning you guys from OVW. It's a weird story. People make mistakes. It's a dark who cares to why react like that? But this is Jim Cornette. He takes it very, very seriously, as we know. Please tell me your side of the story. I would love to know what went on here.
I think with the clothesline thing, if I remember right, the babyface got hit with the clothesline. It was kind of like a grazed off him, and then it went off. And then that's when shit got a little fuzzy, I think.
I was the one that took like the phantom bumps, those clothesline. Yeah, and it was a mistake on my part, probably. I accept it, but the thing got messed up, and I know they say, well, you guys are twins, you guys could switch parts easy, all stuff, but I don't know. It just got messed up, bottom line. I don't remember all the details, but that sounds like about right. The spot got messed up regardless. And then, we tried to cover it up, but it went like shit. But then that was that. And then, we did get, after the match, we get called into this room, and Jim, he laid into us stiff as fuck. And then he's asking, how long you been working? But when it's like 6 or 7 years, dude, it's like, you're like a weekend warrior. You're not like working a territory for 7 years where you have 2,000 matches and stuff. We were green, and mistakes happen. You know how many matches I've seen up there that were fucked up, that were just awful, and then mistakes made. I see them make on Raw and SmackDown through the years. Like I've seen Batista make mistakes. I've seen Orton, those guys, but yeah, he went off on us, but. And that's all true, but we were only sent there for 2 weeks anyway. We weren't like kicked out of there.
Yeah, we went there we asked to go there because we were sitting at home and getting paid, and just sitting around. Was call Johnny and say, hey, can we go up there and practice or whatever? But the vibe of going in there, man, to OVW, just walking in the door, they weren't receptive of us being there in the first place. Man, I thought when you got hired by WWE, it was going to be like a team, and these are coaches, and they're going to bring you along and polish you up real nice and all that shit. Nah, I walked in the door, man, dude. It was fucking tension, man.
Yeah,
Al Snow wasn't fucking cool.
Jim Cornette wasn't cool. I was looking forward to working with Jim, and I was kind of happy to meet him, man. Dude, it was the day when I met him. Dude, he wasn't cool at all. No, nobody was cool, man. And then they put us in that dark match that night, and it went like shit. But I feel kind of like it was a setup, not because of the match guy was bad. It was set up like that. The vibe was like they weren't welcoming at all. And then the next day, it was fucking, we still got heat from it and shit. I remember Al sat everybody down in the stands, all the whole class, all OVW. And I remember he was just putting himself over. He had just recently been hired to be a coach, and he was like, just shitting all over WWE. Like, I don't need WWE. I have my own school, and fuck WWE and all this shit. And I remember him specifically, he was burying Chris Masters. And the couple of days I had been there, all I had seen is Chris working hard in the ring. Like he was in the ring a lot. And he was, I have a son. And this is true because I don't know Al's kid. He's like 14 or 15, and he thinks Chris Masterpiece is a shits, and he sucks. And I, in my head, I remember I was sitting next to Melissa Coates, thinking like, "Damn, is this what WWE is about?" Like, I figure like everybody's trying to like work together. Like, you want Chris to do well, that means the company's going to do well. You'll make more money, and everybody's like a team, but. Dude, it wasn't that way at all, man. He was shitting on everybody, man. Like,
instead of like just shitting on him, we should fucking try to help. He was a coach, or he was supposed to, his job was to help fix people's problems and stuff, man.
If you can't throw a punch, you fucking show them how to throw a punch. Then don't write, or instead of writing a fucking note, they fire this guy, he can't fucking throw a punch. Or, I felt that's the way it was up there, man. The whole time I was there, like, it wasn't. A coach is a coach. You break the guy, you bring him down, but you have to make sure you bring him back up for his confidence. I feel like they were just trying to run people out of there.
I remember in the ring just warming up and them just nitpicking, just shitting on you. And it's like, you don't even want to do any moves because they're just going to bury you. Not like, hey man, this could be better this way or this way. It was, God, I mean, if you ever talk to Ryback, he'll tell you about Al Snow. He'll got stories for you about him. Al Snow would bury him to the office, man. Al was known for telling you to your face, show you a report. Here's what's going good, and that. But then he sends the notes, fucking killing you to the office, trying to get you out of there, man. It wasn't like. It was a weird environment. Even the guys there that worked there weren't that receptive of us when we walked in there, man.
One person that was really cool was Aaron Stevens.
Aaron Stevens was cool. Ryback was cool.
Boogeyman, Marty.
Boogeyman, because he was new. He was like new to the business, and he didn't know that they were gonna fuck him over too and knock his teeth out. Because Al didn't like him. He had, plotting against him, but it's funny when Marty starts getting on TV and shit, and he was like kind of like the top guy. They're treating him. It changes, man. They're all up his ass, but they treated Marty like shit there, man. Tell him that story about Marty.
Oh yeah, so I'm sitting there watching. Marty was just gonna do a spot where he was like a manager. All he had to do was jump up on the ring apron and distract somebody up there. And then Danny Inferno comes up and throws his flipper, fucking knocks out like all his teeth, dude, like knocked them like all out. And he falls on the ground off the ring. Man, there's blood everywhere, teeth everywhere. It was fucking crazy, man. And it's just fucking practice, man, dude. It was so unnecessary. So Marty's hurt. He's all fucked up. We're staying like we're neighbors at the Suburban Lodge together, and Marty and I are close because Marty and I actually have a history of like living in the same places. Like his whole life circled around my life. I lived in this one place, then he moved there, and then I went and bounced in Miami. He moved from Missouri and bounced in Miami. Then we got hired like almost the same day in WWE. So me and him are tight as fuck. He calls me. And I was like, dude, you all right, man? And he's like, yo, if I call you tomorrow, I tell you not to go to school, don't fucking go. I was like, Marty, you serious? Mike, don't go to the school if I fucking call you tomorrow. He was going to kill those motherfuckers, man. No joke. Like, he was fucked up. And I don't blame him. He was a movie star before he was hired in WWE. And I was like giving him like I had like protein shakes and stuff. I would try to help him out, because he's a big jack dude and he can't eat because his teeth's all fucked up. And
but that's how they do it. They don't want you. You're not like Juan or there, man. They didn't like Marty did not. He was like 40 years old, just started to wrestle. Yeah. Man. They're fucking trying to run him They're trying to run him out of there, man. They knock his fucking teeth out. I think Al gave the Iggy to go ahead and go, hey, man, let's fucking test this guy and knock his teeth out. And that's the way Marty felt. Like every day I left there, I was like, man, it's like you can go back there and fucking have shoot the place up, man. The way that some of you they treat you, man.
To me, Al, he's not a good coach, man. Like kind of what the big rib was too. Like and he probably never didn't know what's going on. Like so the environment was shitty, motivation was shitty because he's burying everybody. Everybody's confidence is down, I feel. And so he'd be talking and we're taking questions and stuff. So no one wanted to wrestle. So it'd be like foot tap to the next guy. Ask a question so we don't have to get in the fucking ring. So Al, he don't have no problem talking and putting himself over.
Yeah, he is long-winded, man.
He'll talk you out of your fucking game. Like he's long-winded as fuck. And we just keep him talking. He had no idea. Ain't nobody want to wrestle in front of that motherfucker.
It was funny because he'd always tell, you got to get over, you got to get you guys over. Not to us, to everybody. And then when Tommy Dreamer introduced him as the official trainer, he goes, this is the best kept secret in wrestling. I'm like, right? He's not over. So no one knows what the fuck he is. Except for, he's on MTV doing his long-winded fucking talks,
Yeah, he can sure talk.
He'll talk, man. He'll fucking talk and talk, but he's not a wrestler that I wasn't even really familiar with him because he's not the type I would fucking even watch because he's not like an athletic guy. He's not built. He's just kind of there.
To me, it was funny because for a guy that thinks he knows everything wrestling, I did spend one fucking day in the gym, and now I guess he's in good shape now when his wrestling career is over. So that kind of makes him the dumbest motherfucker in wrestling. You wait to get out of shape, or you wait to get in shape when your career's over with. You start taking a bunch of gear. You start training with your son when he's fucking grown, dude. Like you should have been doing it from fucking day one. Like, no, let me get it right. You're one of those dudes. Well, I'm a fucking worker, and then I could fucking do it just because I'm good at wrestling, but I'm not. I look like shit. I look like fucking Joe Dirt. Like, ain't no one buying him as a wrestler, dude.
He was kind of, the things I look at when I was watching people wrestle and shit, like I'd watch him run the ropes and he runs like a duck. And I'm like, damn, this dude ain't got an athletic bone in his fucking body, man. And he was just hard to buy into, man. I mean, he'll talk a good game. He can fucking, he's been around since he was, 18, but he was just never a guy that caught my eye. But
remember he was talking about that fucking baseball slide he does in the corner and along his knee and shit.
Yeah, well,
he was like, I'm surprised no one stole that from me yet, man. It's such a good move. And I was like, really, dude? Not really. But wrestlers, but all opinions and shit, man. But he just wasn't as a coach, man. He got an F for me because I'm not the greatest. I was pretty much a weekend warrior when we were up there. Well, teach, dude. Teach. Don't try to fucking get someone fired. You're there to coach. Like, why don't you make a guy fucking great instead of running them at her? You want to get handed a finished product? Come on, man. Fucking coach, dude.
But circle back to that match. We were watching the next day. We were watching it, and the entrance of us coming out, the door opens up, and we walk out. We take a step out, and I'm like, damn, we're fucking pretty good shape. They started shitting on us when we walked out. It was like we didn't even have a chance to do anything wrong, and then Cornette and Al just started fucking hammering us. We took 2 steps out from the fucking curtain or door, whatever, man. I'm thinking, hey, at least we're fucking pretty good shape now. And they're fucking shit. I remember Mike, he told me he looked over at Cornette and Kenny Boland's fat ass table at the table there, and they're fucking giving us the fart face.
Bro, I was in the ring. I stood up in the ring. I looked over against the wall where they had like the table set up for announcing the shit. Bro, every one of them was fucking mean mugging me. Like it was crazy, man. I was like, this is a fucking setup, man. They hate us. I don't know if we were set up like they didn't like us from the get-go. So no matter what we did, and I'll take responsibility. I fucked up the match, whatever, it happens. but it was like, even if I nailed it, I still would have got fucking slayed in the back. They don't even really matter, really. But they weren't cool. They're not good coaches.
And you know what? I bet you if you know, when Al was first started wrestling, or even now, I'm sure he blew a ton of fucking spots. You just never hear about him, man. And I'm sure Cornette is blown fucking spots doing his shit. So, you know, it happens a lot, man. But then to say, you know, be that stiff, and like they kicked us out of there. We weren't even supposed to be there, man. We were supposed to wait till Deep South opened anyway. So say, we're not gonna.
Yeah, we volunteered to go up there. Like, hey, let's go get some ring time, and then then it was like a setup, man. Like, it's exactly what happened, man. And then to blow it up, you know, it's like the biggest story in wrestling, like about us. It was like them cutting a promo on us and this and that. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? I've seen so many matches get fucked up, but it's no big deal.